Hey guys, Paul here. Today, I want to read a passage out of Job, that is Job 38:18. Have you comprehended the vast expanses of the earth? Tell me if you know all this. Now, the backstory is if you know the story of Job, it's how he lost everything. It's from no one. I don't really know. I don't explain it from start to finish, but basically, Satan told God how Job was only for God, for him, for the Lord. How because of his richness, because of his riches and vast wealth and all of that, and he told God that if he took it away, he wouldn't believe in you. So then the Lord allowed Satan to take to cause all destruction of Job and take away everything, all his wealth, family, kids, everything. But he couldn't kill him. So then, after all that, Job lashes out at God, and he lashes out and questions God. Why did this happen? I'm faithful. I've done nothing wrong. And then with that, God shows him all the complicated math, all the complicated things, how things work. And this verse is God asking him, do you know the expenses? Do you know those vast things? And you could tell God was a little bit angry. And that's because he questioned him. We are not to question God. He may do stuff in our life. We may be just like Job. Maybe. We may be just like Job. And then vast destruction comes upon. And no matter the reason, we are not to question him. Because then God knows it's for a good reason. And so after all that, Job gets all of his things back and more. And later in the Bible, Job even knows not to question God anymore. After God shows him all of these, how the things work, how he works through a vision, and through all that, Job is silent, and then he goes and he just accepts what's happened to him. He accepts it, and he goes back to his life with the same way, continuing to live for God. And then God provided him with everything, with basically twice as much and everything that he had before. And so this goes to show that no matter that God will do things for reasons that we may not understand, or that we may not seem fair. But we are not to question him, for his reasons will help us both. And we may not see it. We may only, because we humans are only one-sided. God sees all the sides and all the paths. We may not see how this may help us, but God can see. And he may not be able to explain it to us, as, our minds may not be able to comprehend it. So instead, whatever happens to us, we are to just trust in him, believe, and not question him, but stay faithful and rely on him. So, anytime wrong goes in your life, don't lash out at God. Don't yell to God, why are you doing this? Why? Instead, have faith that God is doing. Have faith and trust and believe that what's going on is through God's word. It's through God's purpose, and he's doing it for a right cause that we can't see, that we as people cannot see, but he sees. And that's where the trust comes in. Now it's hard to trust, but we are to just trust in him, just be silent and trust. That's what Job did. After God showed him everything and told him these stuff, all the stuff, he went silent. He didn't question God no more after that, and continued living his life for Christ as if nothing happened. Instead, even though he probably, even though after all that, he still just lost all the things, he continued living his life, and you see how God provided him back by giving him twice as much as he had. So don't worry, God has got you. He's got you. When you may have lost something great, he's doing it for a right cause. He's doing it for a reason that we may not understand, but he's doing it for you and for him and for the greatness of him and his people. So don't question God. Don't question what he does or what actions he may do. Don't question him. Understand and trust in him and believe that what he's doing will provide goodness for you and for him. God bless you guys. Have a nice day.